engagement?
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the San Francisco 49ers. 2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Shedding the tackle. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll run here with the former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 20-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Back to throw, Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He was normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. Here's the Jets punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. On the return is Pettis. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Niners set up well. They take over first and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And down inside the 15 he goes. First down San Francisco, the pickup 14 yards.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Raheem Mostert, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Can I hit that? I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, can I hit that?
We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Eric Armstead brought him down.
The give is to Bell. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Bell on the carry.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 3.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Darnold. A screen to Bell. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Arnold completes it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Another Jets.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Made by Jordan Willis.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle.
Garoppolo's pass.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Brian Poole.
Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
He was brought down.
A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The sack by Jordan Willis. 2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover. They hand it off to Mostert. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. This is Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Raheem Mostert. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Bobby Gold to kick off for San Francisco.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start under pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down. Pass rusher extraordinaire D. Ford that time getting the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold, he's going to look deep for Perriman. And that's caught inside the 35. And no that all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Rashad Perriman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Dante Pettis on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And this one's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Now a give to Mostert running right. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
1st down and a little extra for Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Oh, that's a big one right there. You talk about breaking off a huge chunk of real estate. But if you're the defensive coordinator, you cannot dwell on the fact you just gave up an explosive run. You have to look ahead, regroup your guys, and figure out a way to slow down this attack.
Here's Mostert. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And goal.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try it now with Mostert, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And now it's 2nd down. Now it's Darnold. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, rookie Braden Mann will punt for the Jets. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield.
At the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run right side with Mostert. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Bananas Pettis, it's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Oh, he fakes a spike. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
And it's 3rd down.
Play action, Garoppolo. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. The linebacker C.J. Mosley there in coverage. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
The ball carrier.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Here's Mostert. He'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mostert. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero, Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
31.
Raheem Mostert His third touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. Here's Garoppolo to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Alexander.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Tevin Coleman, now in his 2nd year with the Niners. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
First down.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Ball carrier.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Mostert. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D, let's go. Let's get this. Kill. Check.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On first down, Garoppolo. And this is caught at the 8. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 24-yard touchdown. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
So much of the 49ers' success last season was due to tight end George Kittle, the NFL's all-pro tight end in 2019. If you want to start a debate, ask the question, is he the best tight end in the game? Or is it Kansas City's Travis Kelce? Maybe they're 1A and 1B. In any event, Kittle had 107 catches last season, his second straight 1,000-yard season, and he's a threat anywhere on the field, especially as you get closer to the goal line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Number 85.
3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Robbie Gould to kick off 4th.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do in play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Ball carrier.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
56, Mike, 56. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Check the red 80. Deuce.
Again, it's Bell. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Mike, 2. Watch 2. Watch 2. Here it comes.
To throw is Darnold. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. That third down conversion good for 23.
36-yard line.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a first down carry by Bell. And not much running room. Down to the 32. It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Subsequent gains of 3, 4, and now 5 yards. Good enough for the first down. On the catch, it's Crowder. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards on the pickup. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout. Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game? No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked. It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out. So for the 49ers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. You picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis specials. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coast. I can't watch TV, we saw a lot, tired of trying. Go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer with media, keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. It's all to we're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter. Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with them K-Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, fumbling out through the rubble. Remember this in jungle, the top always gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush up for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only been for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution, maybe not should I do it. Just put it in the music, just put it in the music.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you may get all that you desire, no city was that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you may get all that you desire, no city was that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you may get all that you desire, no silly wins that never be the same.
Let me explain what I do. did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, hey, look at my dogs from it was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo, yeah. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that chicky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'ma say. Got a new Prestos and a J's in the way. Got a new wristwatch, but it don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it's up too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Well, this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud again.